And good morning, people. Welcome back to Dark Chronicle, where after we've completed the diorama of Moonflower Palace, we are now 4 dungeons away from the final area, where we should meet up with Griffin. But of course, first we've got to get through these 4 levels. So let's go to a party, shall we? Of the elemental variety. With Monica not invited, because, well, she's not allowed to be in this area, at least for the moment. After all, it does have a blue seal on it, and since Monica's been chosen, well, she can't come in. That's fine though, Max should be fine in this area. I'm going to use this opportunity to raise his guns a little bit, I think. If I can find enemies. Ah, there's one. Yeah, these elementals haven't changed. Unlike the old cards in the last area, these ones are old enemies, so I'm not going to have any problems. The magic gun +10 is now a question shooter, but I'm working on this +6 at the moment. So let's get some levels on it, shall we? There are new enemies floating around, but right now, old enemies are just fine. Doesn't mean I'm swapping and changing through weapons again. But if you've been used to it already, it's not going to change anything in your watching. I believe there's quite a few enemies in this one. Plus, with it's only being max, it's not going to be the easiest run through. Because, well, he has some pretty dire stuff at the moment. I should have worked on it more, but I just wanted to get on with the game. That's always been my problem with this game. I just want to get through it. At this point, I'm so close to the end. My weapons are sort of good enough. Let's get through the game. Let's finish the game. And then worry about what's happening afterwards. Because, let's put it this way. Ow. This is a dungeon crawling game, and I've been doing pretty much the same thing since the beginning of it. Like I said before in Ocean's Roar Cave, my weapons have changed, my hit points have gone up, and little bits like that. But overall, it's still the core things. Thunder Ghost, can you move out of the way? Okay, maybe not. I'll just have to deal with that first. And attack me. No, not going to. Yeah, it's still the core game at its base. It's not changed in that area. Vanguard Mark IIs, they might have been a bit of a danger, but I can attack from range, they can't. I do believe the clock knights make an appearance in this area as well. They're a bit more dangerous for the Vibe Pod than the Vanguards are. Flower in Moonflower Palace. And really, I haven't gone too far in this area that much, have I? Yeah, I found the clock knights. How much damage can I do with this? Not that much. Ride pod then. Hopefully I can kill them without them wanting to come and attack me. Well, yeah, I could, but yeah, the best way to deal with these is really with Max's wrench more than the Ride Pod, because the Ride Pod doesn't really have any defense against that. I do if I actually block. So I should be fine. Just going to be a while to kill this thing. And I need to actually get out of this corner, would be nice. Come on, stop spinning at me. There we go. I guess that's experience from my wrench. Magic crystal, always nice to find. And some fire elemental elements, which pretty much right now, with all my geararmor done, I don't need any geararmor materials whatsoever. If I'm going to do upgrading of weapons, I really need to use the crystals more than the elements, because they are much better to use. Okay, with you down there, I have nothing to worry about from you hitting, because you can't actually reach me. Of course, neither can I reach you at the moment. There we go. So, that's some more experience. Those give 200, I do believe, so that's 100 basically for each weapon. And you wanted to stand there and take it, so I am more than happy to let that happen. Not too much left, I guess. Another Vanguard though. This one can actually get to me because there's stairs there. Kill that Storm Ghost half out again, I guess. And that should be a +9? Yes, easily. Once I've got my Supernova, which is the next stage up from the Steel Gun, I shouldn't have any worries about weapons from what I've got. all that's left is Max's gun to be worked on. Outside of that, I've got to get to that point though. I've still got a lot left to go through. There are other guns. There's the upgrades to the ones with the machine guns, the Wildcat and stuff like that, but they're not as good as the Supernova. They don't have as much attack power. I believe the Supernova is one of the ones that have 500. None of the other guns reach that high, so obviously it's best to go for the one that's got the highest attack power. Okay, are you going to attack back? No, you're not. Excellent. So 2 more enemies, and that should give me plus 10 for this gun. So let's put that one in and keep blocking. And then kill the other enemy. And that's plus 10 magic gun. So that's the second question shooter ready.
Alright, that takes care of you guys.
And the blue seal has been broken, so Monica can join the party. Of course, the party is over, but she can join the party anyway. So plus 10 magic gun and plus 2 Sigma breaker at the moment. Okay, so I'm wanting to go that way. Let's get my now if this works I will be quite amazed, but let's try it anyway. I'm quite amazed actually, that worked. Would have been helpful if it was a different colour, but let's see how that goes. That's it. So I'm still only 2 speeders out on this area. That's not too bad actually. Could have been a heck of a lot worse. Resurrection powder. Don't need any, but it's nice of it to try and give it to me. So, what's our next area? Hopefully it's got something a bit new in it as well. This had just old stuff. Even the clock knights, we've only actually had one of those before, but it's still old. And there's it. I guess we have to just walk through them. Wandering Knight's Soul. Attack and defeat enemies using monster transformation. No. I didn't do it before, I'm not doing it now. Not against these enemies. There's a Moonjo. That's actually pretty simple of the enemies here. Probably one of the easier ones. And there's the second one. Because we've also got toy rocks. How am I wanting to beat out that toy rock? Ride pod? Yeah. That will do, even though it wasn't the best way to do it. Okay. Do we have any mimics as well? No, but we do have the map, which is quite nice to see early. Heartthrob cherries. And... oh yeah, a little visual glitch if I can get it to work on floor here. If you can see the shadow down below of Max on the floor. It's not actually attached to Max. Doesn't have his weapons and is pretty blocky. Anyways, that's just something I noticed. Oh, King Mimic. That's pretty easy to take out with the weapon, with the gun. Let's get away from it a bit. And that's that done. So, next to Moonjo. Yeah, enemies here aren't really too bad for being killed with the gun, which is why I sort of am doing it. Take the opportunity while I've got it, really. Okay, what do we have in this room here? Ah, yes, 2 new enemies. One of them is extremely important, the other is not so much. First, the leech, which is not wanting to be aggroed over here. Thank you. So don't want to get in the way of the other one. Not just yet, it's a lot like the Arthurs earlier. Wow. Shot right through you. And there we go. They're not so bad. The leeches, they're pretty much the same as the old ghosts. Just a bit more health. These things, on the other hand, like the Arthurs before, they can do a lot of things. These are lancers. Yeah, they fire missiles as well. And I need to use a ride pod for fuel. Where are they? There's one. But that Lancer is important for a specific reason, which is called my Sword of Zeus. Because I can now build it up to an Island King. Needed the S Club and the S Joker from the trump card level, and the Lancer from here. And now I've got an Island King. It's not a very good looking weapon. I will admit that. It's a windmill on a little totem. But it is probably the strongest sword in outright power for Monica. I still prefer the Dark Cloud though. Anyways, let's move on and kill other things, shall we? Like maybe another King Mimic. Or we could find mellow bananas. And a double pudding. Nice. With me coming up to the end of the game, those might be important. Okay, so we've got 2 rooms with, well, 3 rooms with one being behind a door. We've got Sfida to have, and probably lots more Lancers. I don't really like those. I don't mind if I'm in a corridor near a corner because they're easy to line of sight for their missiles, but if I'm in a room like I was before, they are much more dangerous. Scrap metal, which I don't need. Well, you might need these the items for inventions if you're wanting to make anything. The only things you might want to make are... probably weapons. If you're going to synthesize them onto your current weapons. Maybe some of the healing items. But really there's not much to make from that either. Clock hand, that's important because I need to go through that room. I can't see it being empty, not at this time of the day. And a toy rock. So I'm just going to do my normal here because, well, hitting it twice because we know how it went with the ride pod last time. And since I saw the Moon Joe around the corner, that's dead. So, what's in our last room here? It's quite a big room. And I'm seeing a Moon Joe, a Leech, a Toy Rock. Leech first, I think. Oh no, that's not a Moon Joe, that's a Lancer. That's much worse than a Moon Joe. Oh no, there is a Moon Joe there as well. And there's a Leech back there as well. Oh dear. This room is really bad. I'm being shot at. That wasn't good. Let's go over here, shall we? And I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with that other corner yet. I guess the first thing to do is kill this toy rock. Come on. And 2 hits. And another 2 hits. I'm not really too bothered about them apart from cherries because I just used one. So. And there's the magic crystal. There should be another King Mimic, I believe, in this area. Let's line myself up. There we go, that works. One of the things you can do with Ride Pod, as you just saw, is just line yourself up and you can shoot things from afar, especially with a Nova cannon, which doesn't lose its power over distance. Come on. And you're dead. So this, the Moonjo, and then finally the Toy Rock. But before the Toy Rock, let's open the chest, shall we? And see if there's a Mimic in there. I thought there was a second one. Things don't make sense in ones at the moment. So, having a second King Mimic? At least for me it does make sense. And finally, Toy Rock. Sure, this is a bit long-winded, but really this is the best option outside of using Monica and the Dark Cloud. And that's all the enemies here defeated.
Right. That takes care of you guys.
So that's that done, and we can move on to Spheda. So there's the hole. Sorry, there's the sphere. So where's the ball? Where's the hole? Probably in the room below it. Nope, the corridor down there. Okay, so shouldn't be too hard. 5 shots. So we need to go that way, I believe. Yep, that will do just fine. And yes. That should do. Should be hitting the wall there. Came back a bit too far, but that's fine. At least I'm in the room. So now I should be able to hit it this way. of course, almost not. Okay. There we go. And that's another one down. So I win its feeder again. And the reward is some level up powder. I did actually use all that level up powder before. I used it on my, I believe, my crystal brassards and building up this second Poco Call that I've got on Monica. But really, I probably should have, I probably wasted them doing that. Anyways, let's go to the exit, shall we, and look at the next level. We're only 2 levels away now. We're getting closer. So, where is my Queen's Water Pot? Probably down the bottom like it usually is. Yep, there it is. And through we go. Beware carelessness. And defeat enemies using only the right pod, which is quite possible actually. So next time we shall try to be careful, shall we? Get my health back. I might have to go and repair the right pod actually, so I'll do that between parts. So, until next time, where we will be careful. Have lots of fun. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.